I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by the ICMA's 2012 Professional Award recipients. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you all very much indeed for coming to talk to us. We appreciate you taking the time out today to talk to us, so thank you. And second of all, congratulations, one and all, for being Professional Service Award winners. So we could start off, so tell us a little bit about what your award was for.
Oh, okay. I was awarded the Buford Watson Excellence in Leadership Award that's given to an assistant city manager every year. Buford Watson is kind of a legacy in the city manager world. He ended his career in Lawrence, Kansas after spending countless years dedicating himself to communities and people. I had the unique opportunity to talk to his wife and also had the opportunity to meet his son and grandson, who are also city managers, and got a real feel for his love of community and his love of people, and kind of the world of city management really opened up for me just talking to them.
Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? And it's a real passing on the love of city management, if you like, in that kind of way is really important in terms of building communities, isn't it?
I'm the recipient of the 2012 Award for Career Excellence in honor of Mark Keane. Mark Keane was the longtime executive director of the ICMA, and the award is in recognition of one's complete career achievements or what has occurred during one's long career. I've been in city government for 39 years this year, and it's been a great career.
I am the recipient of the Sweeney Award, which is the award, the academic award given by ICMA to an instructor who works in the field of local government management. And it's interesting that I believe I'm the first one who doesn't actually have a PhD to receive the award. I teach and am the program director of a master's degree certificate program at Virginia Tech, which we're trying to prepare the next generation of local government managers.
I won the LP Cookingham Award. Cookingham was a longtime city manager in Kansas City, and this is for the development of staff and young people in the profession. And I'm humbled and honored by the former interns and staff who nominated me.
You're all very modest and people, I can tell that. A big achievement winning these awards. But tell me, what does it mean to you to win the awards?
We're so humble, no one wants to be first. It's great. I mean, as Bill said, the very fact that people you work with, or in my case, people who are my students, who will nominate you for an award and recognize you, that recognition, I think, is the most important part of it to me, is the people that know you have nominated you for such a prestigious award.
This is a profession that very seldom do you get recognized for anything. Right. And so when this happens, we are humbled and stunned, and that's why we're silent.
I was particularly honored by being nominated by a group of elected officials in both Oregon and California. Part of the criteria is what you've done to assist elected officials in being more effective in their communities, and I was pleased to be recognized for that aspect of my work.
I would have to say a little bit of the Jim Collins thing. I have an and, so I'm still shocked and extremely proud that I won the award. I was nominated by our city manager, and when I read the nomination, I think what I was mostly struck by was there was such a team of people that had done all this work, and so for me to get the honor and the recognition and to be able to come here and represent my organization and my community is a really major privilege. I'm really pleased.
I mean, on a slightly more serious point, I mean, one of the main themes of this year has been the Life Well Run campaign, which is about celebrating the role of city management. And there's a lot of great experience here for being city managers and for this. It's really important, isn't it, now to celebrate the role of city manager and to really get behind that the role of a professional manager in our communities today.
Well, it is. The city manager plays a key role in the community in which they serve, being a facilitator often between the community and the elected officials, and between the elected officials and the staff to implement that policy direction through the resources of the city. So the city manager has to play a major leadership role in accomplishing the community's goals.
All right, so I've got a final question for you, and a final question for you is if you had a word of advice to pass on to a young city manager who's starting out in her or his career, what would it be?
I would say that I'm normally a very logical, systematic, driven person, but after 32 years of work in the area, I would say the relationships, that building relationships, nurturing relationships, that is far more important on most occasions. You must bring the professional information before the bodies and before the community, but establishing those relationships and working with them is very important.
Anybody entering the profession as a city or county manager is what has been suggested. It's not only tending to the knitting, the hard work of analyzing data, but it's also the issue of relationship, and you have to have them both.
You have to be able to interpret the information to your elected officials so that they can make good decisions. And that's a skill that you need to develop over time. But if you come into the profession, I think the important skills are to focus on research and then interpreting that information to make it understandable and available for someone to make a decision on.
I guess I would just add something a little different, because I'm still seeking information and advice myself early in my career. I would just recommend that people try things that they're not necessarily good at. We tend to stay in fields that we're really talented in, and we get very good at that. But if you try something that you've never done before, volunteer for that extra experience, and it will just make you even better at something you thought you were really excellent at.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us today. We really appreciate it. And once again, congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.